Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic. It's been a long time since I've played Classic. I completed an entire playthrough of the leveling campaign in Shadowlands, and started to work on the Covenant campaign a little bit. But today I'm eager to get back to the Priest, and we're in Fairless. We were working on investigating the Writhing Deep here. We are looking for sign or perhaps a body of a rascal of Feathermoon. And we'd already investigated a different hive over here to the east, and we didn't find anything there, so I'm hoping we find what we're looking for in this one. I see other players here. That's a good sign, just in general. Let's jump down to where they're at, and we'll get some buffs going. And so yeah, now that I'm in the end game power progression loop of Shadowlands. Granted, as you're doing the end game stuff, you're uncovering new ranks of your Covenant, and you're slowly revealing the Covenant campaign quest, the actual story quest at endgame. But being at that point really reminds me of how much I don't really find those endgame systems engaging or enjoyable. I've never figured out how to really enjoy, farming world quests. I enjoy doing some dailies. It depends on what kind of quests they are, but I'm not a big fan of world quest. I don't really like extra power systems that come and go with each expansion. It's been something that has been a struggle for me with retail WoW for the past few expansions now, is just these tack-on power systems that we know are going to go away after the expansion ends. I never really get much out of engaging with those systems, just because behind it all is that knowledge that, eventually it's gonna be moot. You could say that the same was always true of things like gear, back in like Burning Crusade, but I liked the endgame loop that was just, you do the main leveling content, you see the story that there is to see, explore what you want to explore at your own pace. You do dungeons to get gear to do raids, and then if you want to raid or PvP, you do that. I don't like having to farm resources to further my character power, basically. The endgame was much more enjoyable to me when it was, farming dungeons and doing raids. And then beyond that, just going for, sometimes you would do dailies for reputation for certain factions, for rewards you wanted, but the whole game wasn't driven by these power systems that come and go with the expansions. I guess we just keep looking around down here. It seems pretty cleared out. This must lead into a different section of the map. Or is it leading us back outside, basically? Really just trying to fight some enemies here and get back into the groove with the priest, so to speak. Probably just need to take this guy out. I think we had put Holy Fire back into our rotation because we got a new rank of it that it just deals more damage now. For a while it wasn't dealing enough damage to really cast and have it be meaningful. Let's go ahead and have one of these Morning Glory Dews. Along with Spirit Tap, it should fill our mana back up pretty quickly. Well, then again, it only restores a max of 2,900. We have 4,400 HP, our MP pool, so it's probably not gonna seem that fast. Okay, maybe we need to click on this. Zukash Pod. Alright, we are attacking it. The Writhing Deep. You have discovered a large pod of an alien nature. The texture of the pod appears mucus. Though hardened protrusions stick out from random parts of it, the pod itself has the height and width to easily encompass a humanoid inside of it. And from the faint humanoid shape visible through the skin of the pod, you surmise that this is what it indeed encapsulates. Freed from the hive. The pod splits open some when you touch it, revealing a night elven male who is surprisingly still alive. He seems to be in good health, though deeply stunned. As you help him down from the pod, he stirs to life. Thank Elune. You've saved me, friend. I am Rascal, and I awoke paralyzed inside of this pod after these bugs overwhelmed me. Were you sent by the stronghold? It would seem that you found the missing courier. I find it really interesting how his dialogue is just in the quest text and how they narrate him stepping out of it instead of him actually doing that. There he is. Oh man, I thought I was dead for sure. Oh, still dizzy. Let me guess, now we get to escort him. Oh no, wait, I can get back to Stronghold on my own, I think. Now that you bought me some time, I should be able to stealth out of here. Whoever you are, thank you. May Elune bless you always. Yeah, he can stealth out of here, but we can't. Lucky him. Well, it looks like we have 2 to contend with now. Well, probably not the most mana-efficient way to deal with that, but we survived. So that's good. I think we should just fight these guys instead of trying to get out of here and run past them all. And we still need to find the screechers that actually drop the screecher spirits. So far, the screechers we've slain have not done so. I'm remembering a quest that had to do with finding something in Null. I guess the Null camps were what we did. That must have been what we did before we came to Free Rascal. What else do we have? Water elemental cores, those are on the coast. Oh, hi there. We might be able to take on the water elementals. Keyword being might. Raid Scar Yetis. Deep within Rage Scar Hold. Do we know where that is? Maybe not. Well, let's keep our eyes open for screechers, I guess, and we will head towards the coast and think about if we could take on the water elementals before we cross back over to turn some of these in. This place here is ripe with bears and wolves, and if we ever get a quest involving either of those, at least we'll know where to go. Wondering if we should check this cave up here. I guess fearing them when we can, it at least reduces how much damage they do to our power word shield and allows us to keep that up for longer. You know, when it's actually safe to do that. I kind of want to see what's up here. I don't know if it's purposeful to do that or not, but... Oh, you're gonna heal yourself. Excellent. At least it wasn't a full heal. So this is the Woodpaw Den. Really surprised this one didn't aggro. Well, he's a green, level 42, maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to be here. But hey, at least now we know where it is. If we cut across here, we may be able to get back up to the road, however. Let's take out this one guy here, and then we'll find a way to avoid what looks like a 5 or 6 enemy pod. Okay, avoiding them might be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. If we're really lucky, we could scoot along this. What level are these guys? I don't know. That didn't work. I don't think we're going to get very far like this. Oh no! That was not solid at all. The good news is, we might have gotten away. Well, we have to do one or two silly things in every episode, and running through those camps was probably the silliest thing that I'll do, hopefully. Definitely wasn't very smart. Could have easily cost us a run back to our body. Alright, let's go. We have to go all the way over here to the west. Let's check these valleys, though, for screechers. Lots of bears. Bears are prevalent. Screechers, not so much. So we had Feral Scar Yeti, we need Rage Scar Yeti. Here is a Veil Screecher. Let's, just to continue to prove it, let's go down and fight it. We haven't got anything to drop off of these yet. But maybe this is the one. Of 3. I don't really like how close these bear are getting. Oh, he's walking right up on us. Still nothing in the realm of spirits. I wonder if the Raid Scar Yeti are just farther to the south. The northeastern parts of Fairless, so no, that's going to be... Well, I guess it's going to be over here. Maybe we should have checked that out first. But we're already kind of headed this way, so let's just let's continue towards the coast over here, and we'll see if we can take on the elementals. Okay, this is also a bad idea. This one is a rogue Veil Screecher. I don't know what the difference is. This one has gone rogue. Doesn't conform to the normal Veil Screecher ways. Maybe that means it'll drop a spirit for us. Dare we hope. It has the same stun ability as the other ones. No other real tricks. And it also does not drop a spirit. Well, okay then. Oh, well these guys are level 48. Are they all going to be level 48? Can we take a level 48? It's a 3-level difference. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's try it and find out. Multiple resists. Off to a great start. Oh, we can do it. Apparently we can do it. Take a little bit of damage and we will spend a little bit of mana, but it's possible. The question is, like, are we gonna have to kill 30 of these to get, what was it, 10 items? Yeah, 10 elemental cores. What is the drop rate on these really gonna be like? Probably not great if any other quests are anything to go by at this level. Probably not great. Okay. Yeah, this is not great. So many resists. Well, we got one item. Ooh, I see a rogue Veil Screecher over there. These guys are awfully stingy with their spirits. I don't think we have enough consumables to even farm up all the water elemental cores that we need. Not looking at how much mana we're having to go through per combat. So we'll probably just get as many as we can. When we're out of resources, we will head back to town and we'll turn in, what do we have, a couple quests completed. See if those chain into anything greater. We got a globe of water. What does that do? Is that important? Globe of water. No, apparently it's nothing. It looked like it might be a quest item or an item that begins a quest, but no. And the elemental cores, we're getting them semi-frequently, so it's not an awful, terrible drop rate. I still think we might run out of resources before we're able to complete it. Alright, let's get our buffs back up. Yep, every time I cast that on these guys, I'm just waiting to see the big resist pop up. It's like out of the two spells we throw out right away, they're bound to resist one or the other. And I mean, obviously it hurts more when they resist our Holy Fire because of the long cast time. We can grab a talent, I think. Yeah, but it's just our shadow spells that it reduces their chance to resist. That won't help our Holy Fire at all. I thought this guy was gonna walk right up to us and say hello. Oh, we're gonna put Holy Fire on this guy. Whether he likes it or not. As soon as I said the drop rate was okay, the drop rate got worse. Why would that happen? It's a nice break from the Shadowlands to be back in an area that doesn't just have like all these geographical extremes of like verticality, and to actually just have a little bit of flat open space where you can see down a field or across some hills. I've noticed that about World of Warcraft is that as time went on, the way that they varied the areas a lot of the time was just to add like just so much verticality to the zones, and just kind of like making them feel not cluttered but almost maze-like in the layout of an entire zone, where in Shadowlands a lot while questing, I often knew that I would have to take the roads that I could see on the map, and that if I didn't take the roads, it was quite likely that I was going to run into a dead-end ravine or up against a mountainside or some other kind of impassable thing. It just made it hard to feel like you could kind of go off the beaten path and make your own way, because especially it happened a lot in Maldraxxus, where we were just always having to take the road anywhere. It became kind of a running joke, like, gee, I wonder how I'm going to get there. Well, I'm going to take the roads, because if I don't, I'll never arrive. And it's nice to be back in what I'll call more normal or realistic feeling areas in Classic here. Let's get a heal in just to be safe. Now, am I going to be able to loot this without pulling this elite? Yeah, but it didn't get us anything, really. Yeah, it's interesting to realize, but I really do prefer even just a long, endless chase to max level while seeing the world and seeing the content than I do engaging with just these endgame power progression systems that we see in retail. I mean, Shadowlands has been great. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the time that I've spent in Shadowlands. It was really upon hitting that end game stage that I realized that the daily things that the game drives you to do, I just personally don't get any pleasure in doing those things. You know, it lays out a very clear set of expectations for you. I want you to do, you know, a certain number of world quests or dungeons or what have you to continue to grow your character power through progressing your Covenant Sanctum. And yeah, there's soulbinds to unlock through that, and then of course you have legendaries, and you have that whole legendary crafting system. And it's just basically three big endgame systems stacked upon each other, between just the Covenant Sanctum progression with your Renown, your Soulbind, with your Conduits, and then your Legendaries and your legendary effects. And the game doesn't really make me want to progress that, except to see the story quest for the Covenant that we've chosen. But in order to continue to reveal that story quest and gain access to those chapters, you really do have to put some effort into just that, what I will call a daily grind. And regardless of whether I have to do a grind every single day of the week, or if I can afford to do it only a couple days, a grind is still a grind. I would rather the campaign quests just be time gated and get access to them when they are up, but we instead have to engage with all those systems. Alright, here's a guy. It seems like there were more of them back by the river. We should probably head back that way if we're going to continue to farm these. Yeah, I feel like we were having better luck with the drops off the ones by the river too. That's probably just how it seems, but we're gonna head back that way. We'll take on a few more. If it continues to be just an awful drop rate, we'll probably head back and turn some of these other quests in back in the stronghold. The good thing is about all this pointless killing we're doing is that we have lots of rested experience. We probably had almost 2 full bars of it, which I think is the max that you can get is 2 full bars of rested, so we'll see. Yes, I'm going to keep trying to take out these screechers to see if maybe one day, just maybe, they will drop a soul for us, or spirit rather. It's either that or we're looking in the complete wrong area for these things and we're looking at the wrong enemies. One or the other. It's a lengthy silence he put on us. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to head back to the stronghold and we are going to see about turning these in, the ones that are completed. That'll tell us if we have any other at-level quest here to do. If not, we can continue to work on the water elementals, even though it's a little bit out of our level range. Ultimately, doing a lot of quests outside our level range isn't going to help us much in the long run. So I'd really like to see if one of these chains into something that we can actually tackle at our current level. If not, I'll have to think of other places we can go. Yeah, the only other thing we have is this fetch quest leading us into Booty Bay. I'll try to remember to keep skinning these too. I know I'm... Oh wait, oh, requires 230. You too. No, I got this one. Level 45, level 46. I guess that one level makes a big difference. Either way, still no spirits. A part of me is believing that these are the wrong enemies. And they're so far spread out, you know, this is the biggest cluster of them that we found has been right here, actually seeing 4 of them in one area. It gives me hope, but at the same time it also makes me feel like I'm being tricked into wasting our time fighting these guys, when perhaps they don't have the item we need at all, no matter how many of them I kill. Well, we got a Rage Claw Cloak of the Monkey. Nice to see failed attempts. That means we're really pushing our skill level as a skinner. Well, alright then. We're gonna have to let empirical evidence rule here until we know otherwise, that these guys do not drop Screecher spirits. If you guys know, I'd be happy to find out from one of you guys watching. I'd really rather not have to look it up on Wowhead or something like that. That's not really what I prefer to do. Although it could come to that. And that's because that's one of the quests that we have that's actually at our level. That it seems like it should be pretty easy to complete it, but for all the Screechers we have slain, not a spirit have they had among them, so we need 3. Glad the Shore Strider is hanging out just at the bottom of the sea. I was thinking the other great thing about playing Classic as opposed to Retail is that, honestly, in Retail there's also that sense of, oh geez, you know, it's week 3. Even though I'm not a progression player and I don't plan to raid, you know, as an activity during the expansion, I plan to see the raids and do them once to see the story. Even with that mindset, I still feel that impulse of, oh no, you know, you're a couple of weeks behind the progression curve. That's how deeply it's those systems and that drive to kind of be competitive is sunk in. And then come back to play Classic, and I've never really felt any of that with Classic. As you guys can tell, I've never felt overly compelled to even reach max level. I don't have a lot of like aspirations except to see as much of the world as we can, so it's a relief to be here. I'm very grateful you were able to do this for me. Now, please don't mention a word to Troyus about this. Okay. Well, he's right here, I mean. And now he has a quest for us. Did he have this quest before? I don't think so. In search of knowledge. While the ruins of Fairless can be quite dangerous, they have much to tell of what has happened here. Searching through the rubble to the south a few days ago, I discovered what appears to be a normal stave. However, I just can't shake the feeling that there is something more to it. Angelus and I have been poring over our books here, but we can't find a thing about it. I have a colleague in Darnassus that may be able to tell us what this is. Why don't you go talk to her and see if she can help us? Yeah, that's just a long flight away. Let's check out what level this is. Yeah, this is something that we are definitely going to follow up on. It's a mere flight away from us. And then the other quest is up top. The turn-in. For finding the guy in the hive. Welcome home. Rascal checked in just a little while ago and told me what happened. No, the entire stronghold can't even begin to thank you for your great deed. Rascal would have been dead without your timely aid, and your assistance came to us without even so much as a whisper of a mercenary's fee. You bear the mark of a true hero. Know that you will always have a friend in Ginro Hearthkindle. Well, that's nice, Ginro. We appreciate you, but you're not going to give us anything? Just experience. A hero's welcome. General Shonda's Feathermoon would like to speak with you personally. No doubt she wants to thank you for your service to the stronghold. but I do know that she also wants to talk to you about the insect creatures that you and Rascal faced in southern Feralis. The reports of those Zukash insects are frightening, to say the least. General Feathermoon is waiting for you in the main compound. Okay, let's follow up on this now. The main compound. Okay. Athos, I give you my warmest thanks for the aid you've given us. Your bravery in the face of overwhelming odds has warranted a reward worth 1,000 times greater. Nevertheless, I hope you accept this on behalf of the entire stronghold. Now, if I may, I'd like to ask for your aid one more time. In light of the discovery of the Zukash hive here in Feralis, I think you're the best choice for this mission. Let's see, do we need either of these? Not particularly. The rod will sell for more. Alright, and what do we have here? Rise of the Silithid. I am entrusting you with a copy of the report Rascal made on the infestation of southeastern Feralis. While the main report is being filed in Darnassus, I want you to give this copy to an associate of the Protectorate. Her name is Gracina Spiritmight. She is a priestess who dwells in the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus. She has broad knowledge on these kinds of creatures, and her receiving this report would benefit us all. It looks like we have 2 quests that are taking us to Darnassus, so we will definitely follow up on both of those. Route there in Village, so right outside of Darnassus and then inside Darnassus, so yeah, that's perfect. And if we're lucky, these will chain into more actionable quests that we can tackle, either here in Feralis or somewhere else. Either way would be fine. But pretty excited to be back into Classic. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today. Your support, it means a lot to me, guys. It really does. I can't say it enough. So take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth soon. Bye now.